Hello and welcome back to Crosshatch Puzzles. We're here for another New York Times Daily Crossword Solve. And today is Monday, June 1st, 2026. Happy June. I am solving the puzzle for Sunday, May 31st, and having some connection issues, apparently. So hopefully this all works out okay. We'll see what happens when I press play. Anyway, this puzzle for Sunday, May 31st is a collaboration by Jeffrey Martinovic and Evan Park. Both somewhat experienced constructors. I think Jeffrey's done a few dozen puzzles maybe, and Evan a small handful. And it's a Sunday puzzle, so we're expecting an expanded grid and a tricky theme of some kind. The title is Target Practice. And I thought I saw before, whatever is just screwing up there, some shaded squares in the shape of an arrow maybe. So we'll see once I hit play if those reappear and what they might be all about. Let's get solving for Sunday, May 31st by Jeffrey Martinovic and Evan Park. Oh, this is going to be annoying. So I'm not sure how to deal with this. That's gonna... Okay. I'm gonna have to reboot this page. Just gonna pause it while it reloads. Okay, let's try this again. I think the connection issues have been resolved. Alright. Sacsayhuaman Fortress Builders. Incas, maybe? We want plural here, and I think that's the only four-letter empire name that I can think of. But let's check some crosses and see. What a bummer. Ala Enya. Do we want New Age, as in the genre of music? Key with 3 flats. C minor, I guess. E flat major also has 3 flats, but there's not a way really to put that in the grid. Studios and penthouses, abbreviated. Apartments, I guess. Blank me, sue me, maybe? Nope, that's not right. Fermented vegan protein is tempeh. Says me, home of the legendary folk hero at 116 across. Legendary figure who's the subject of this puzzle. Very interesting. It sure looks like Switzerland, but let's find out. Without. Sans, maybe? Sans, if you like. In the past is ago. What a bummer. It's sad. Home Run Derby, the annual MLB event. TV host Banks, maybe Tyra Banks, America's top model, I think. Taj Mahal here. Purifying filter acronym is HEPA. Oh, says me. Yeah, it sure looks like Switzerland. Let's put it in and see what folk hero we're... Is it William Tell, maybe? So the arrow is here. Pat down. City sobriquet that might describe the target for 116 across is depicted in this puzzle. City sobriquet. If it is going to be William Tell, which does fit, I mean, it's an... Isn't it an apple? I don't know what the sobriquet is, but anyway, we'll see. Jasmine's tiger companion in Aladdin was Raja. Knee parts for short. Do we want ACLs, the anterior cruciate ligaments? Literary forerunner of Captain Hook. Don't know what we want there. Part of a track meet, a heat probably. Oh, Ahab, of course. Wrestler actor John Cena. Per blank accounting term, per annum, probably per year, each year. Undeserved condemnation, a bad rap, possibly. Green spaces are pastures. Messes up errors, probably, makes a mistake. Fuel efficient Toyota Prius. Watercraft that leave rooster tails in their wakes. Jet skis. Oops. W9 figure, social security number. Longtime band leader with an Egyptian-inspired name. I'm not sure. Minion Alpha Beta in Revenge of the Nerds. A jock, I guess? Alpha Beta. Is that a fraternity, I mean? Our Homeland Native Land from the Canadian National Anthem. Absolutely womps in sports lingo. Crushes or something. Coin with 12 stars around the border is a Euro coin. A bear that's not a bear is a koala bear. One involved with checks and balances. I guess a treasurer. So not figurative checks and balances, but literal checks and balances. Hero of Arabian Tales, Alibaba. Oh, creams. Yeah, okay, absolutely womps in sports lingo. Fine. Oh, expertise demonstrated by 116 across in a fabled feat of precision, marksmanship. Big name in sewing machines, singer was a big name in sewing machines. Main ideas, gists, I suppose. Some red wines, Syrahs, otherwise known as Shirazes. Smallest quantity of digital data, 1 bit. Help wanted letters, SOS, so not an ad for a position, an open position, but a help wanted from a stranded, shipwreck survivor or something. Abandons as a project, scraps, and to align is to sink. Eases, subsides, as in pain. Banned substance in sports lingo, again another sports clue here, is a PED, a performance-enhancing drug. Board game with ancient origins. Not sure what we want there. Laughed loudly. Roared? Oh, Sun-Ra. Yeah. Right. Okay. Beetle who sang Yellow Submarine. Why do I not see this? Bro, kin, sis, probably. Do I have something wrong, maybe? Holds forth, orates, probably. Through. Oh, maybe this is per. Drat in Dortmund. Dortmund is in Germany, so we want ach, I guess. Bad spelling. A hex is a bad spell cast by a witch or something. City, oh yeah, city sobriquet. The something. Parcheesi. Okay, ancient origins, didn't know. Appointments that may lead to better contacts. Eye exams, better contact lenses. Abandons a project slangily. Here's another one. Not sure though. 10th in Latin. Decimal? Is that what we want? Something like that. Sailors Septet, the 7 Seas. Popular beverage brand. The Situation Room error is that CNN, not CBS. Dreadful. Oh, maybe it's not CNN. Instinctive. Raw? Actress SpaceX. Oh, Decimus then, maybe for 10th. Sissy SpaceX. Antsy, dreadful, antsy like that. Instinctive. Like most modern TV broadcasts in HD, probably. Start of an encrypted URL is HTTPS. Angsty may be dreadful. Oh, apple. The big apple and Snapple. We want a rebus here, which is more than one letter in one, or one cell representing something other than just a single letter, in this case multiple letters, or an actual apple. This might be something like bags it. Yeah, instinctive is your gut feeling, something like that. Bags it. Abandons a project, bags it. So the big apple, city sobriquet that might describe the target for 116 across. This is the arrow that William Tell fires into the big apple in his feat of marksmanship, I think is what we want there. Okay. Oh, Ringo Starr. Okay. Forgot that we might be looking for a last name here. Okay, Brokin is indeed cis. Through, then I'm not sure. Via, maybe? What 116 across did before and after this puzzle's feat? Take something? Take a bow? Pat down is to frisk. Oi. I don't know. Bell blank cheese. Bell paise? It's better than a bogey. In golf, a bogey is one under par, I think, and so par is better than a bogey. $5 bill, slangily an Abe, I guess. Abraham Lincoln on the... So this does look like Take a Bow. Composer of an overture dedicated to 116 across is Rossini. Wrote the William Tell overture. Oi could be Yeesh. Doctor Who is what we want there. Conductor Georg, who might have conducted Rossini's overture, William Tell, is Georg Scholti. Longtime conductor of the Chicago ? Symphony. Acid could be LSD. Stitcher's line, a seam. To compete is to vie. Home to the Burj Khalifa in brief is the United Arab Emirates. It's in Dubai. A sunbeam is a ray. Whoa, Nelly you might have there. Productive, or a punny description of the feat performed by 116 across. Productive. I don't know. DOJ agency. Department of Justice agency. I don't know what they want. Athletic skill mastered by archery. As of now is yet. Apt name for a lawyer. Sue, I guess. Productive. Fruitful? Oh, I get it. Yeah. Description of the feat. Fruitful. Magnetic unit named for an inventor is a Tesla. So this is the ATF, I guess, which I've never heard of. Like the Statue of Liberty at night. Unlit, is it? Many a liquor license applicant. Not sure. Diego Rivera Project. Mural? Is he a muralist? Where Cary Grant orders a Gibson in a classic scene from North by Northwest. Where he orders, I don't know. Gooey chocolatey dessert. Gooey chocolate dessert. Gooey. Fudge? No. NCAA Hoops Powerhouse. Go-getters opposite. Small flycatchers named for their call, not their size. She... Eep? Oh, a U. Okay, yeah. A club owner. Liquor license applicant, a club owner. Okay. Negative logic gate in electrical engineering. Is it the NOR gate? Team lineup. I don't know. Religious dissent. Not sure what we're looking for there. Dampens. Forwarded. Sent along or something. Lead into bones or bucks. Chirruping bird. Go-getter's opposite. A deadbeat, maybe? Small flycatchers named for their call, not their size. Dr. Dre here, then. Does look like a mural. A mud pie, gooey chocolatey dessert. NCAA hoops powerhouse, University of something something for sure. A bar something. Discover, to unearth. UNC maybe? Sparrow, a bar car in a train. What? Stuff in a puff of air. Sawbones, sawbucks. Oh yeah, dampens is wet. Okay, fine. Religious dissent, heresy. Newies? Something looks off. To come back to that because I'm not sure what it is. Full of tall tales, lying, Cartesian conclusion. I think, therefore, I am Descartes. Self-referential. A meme? But not sure how we fit that into an adjective. Money back guarantee and limited time offer. Add something? Add slogans? Or came to a conclusion, ended. We had another conclusion thing somewhere. Australian city named for a scientist. Don't know. Self-referential. Oh, meta. Okay. Oscar-winning 2019 film directed by Bong Joon-ho is Parasite. Tea time or airtime, for example. A slot. Sorts. Ilks. Noun, so a verb. Sort as a noun there. All's well with me, I'm okay. Spider-Man director Sam is Sam Raimi. Quibbles are nits that you might pick, and this is Darwin in Australia. Streaker in the night sky, or a punny description of 116 across. A shooting star. Full. Don't know. Add. Speak. Money back guarantee, limited time offer. Yeah. Timid could be meek. Toll. Toll. Fee. Lot calculation. You calculate the area of a lot. Full. Entire, the full pizza, the entire pizza, whatever it is. 5 pillars religion is Islam. Is this what may begin at the end? Your afterlife. Team lineup is your roster. Gets lost. Snaky double curve. Really irritated. Chafed, maybe? Masthead figures. Ads? Orchard selection. Forwarded. Sent over, maybe? Inspiration for many seasonal festivals. The harvest. Main lines. Or main lines, maybe. Not sure either way. Scats? An S shape? Snaky double curve, an S shape? Orchard selection, a pair. Masthead figures. Ed's editorial editors for a paper, yep. Main lines, aortas. Oh yeah, and scats gets lost as scats as it gets out of here. Waves sought by surfers. Unprocessed as data is raw. Swells, maybe? Gambler's combo bet. Oh, a parlay? Is that what that's called? Closely following. Smoke. Perhaps. Fire? Corner key. Corner key. Bucket list item, question mark. A mop? A human, a mortal. Ruses, ploys. Corner key on your keyboard as a control key. Smoke, perhaps. Closely following is true to. Smoke, perhaps. Oh, to cure, as in meat. And so the thing that I was not sure about was in here somewhere. This newies. Like the Statue of Liberty at night. Unlit. Probably that's right. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Deadbeat. Go-getters opposite deadbeat. Small flycatchers named for their call, not their size. Sheep. Ew. Oh, here's the bow and the arrow. I see. Very cool. Sheep. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. What else could this possibly be? Small flycatchers named for their call, not their size. Why does it say not their size? Deadbeat's gotta be right. Sparrow's gotta be right. You seems right. Bar car I'm not totally sure about, but I don't see, given everything else, what it could be. Sheep. It's gotta be you. This be anything else? Club owner. Full of tall tales, lying, fruitful, ray. I'm gonna pause it and see if I can figure out what's going on here. I'm fairly sure everything else is correct, but I will double check all that as well. I guess I don't know necessarily about this, but I'll double check it. The only other thing I can think is if I put something in incorrectly. But everything else seemed to work and I wasn't weirded out by anything else, I don't think. Okay, so I guess S shape maybe, but oh, that looks right. I'll pause it and I'll see if I can figure out what's going on. Okay, I think I have an idea, which is this, instead of unlit, because that didn't seem right to me except that it fit, it's possible that this is uplit, lit from the bottom to the top, and that this is peewees here, which would make sense for named for their call, not their size. So peewees, let's see if that's correct. Very good. Okay. And we have a little animation showing the bow and the arrow going into the Big Apple for William Tell. So let's take a look at the theme. We're starting with a legendary figure who's the subject of this puzzle. William Tell is a famous sort of folk figure who was skilled in archery. He hails from Switzerland, He was well known for his marksmanship, his expertise in marksmanship as an archer. And you can see then in the grid there's a bow, these three shaded squares vertically, and an arrow, these 5 shaded squares horizontally that are part of 42 down club owner and 66 across sparrow, that are pointing to this square here, which is represented by an apple, which I had entered in as a rebus. But they're now showing the apple in the thing. And this is from the city sobriquet, the nickname that might describe the target. In the sort of famous scene from William Tell, he is challenged to prove his skill in archery by shooting an arrow through an apple at a certain number of paces away or whatever, off of somebody's head. And so other theme-related clues here, we have William Rossini, who famously composed the William Tell Overture. Well, the whole opera, actually, I think, but certainly an overture to the opera. Is it an opera? I think it is. Anywho, we have some puns related to William Tell. So this is a punny way of describing William Tell as a streaker in the night sky, not a streaker in the night sky, but as a shooting star, literally a celebrity who shoots. And then we also have this pun here, a productive or a punny description of the feat of shooting an arrow off of somebody's head is fruitful, you might say. And finally, what William Tell did before and after this puzzle's feat. He took a bow. Guess? I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing any other theme-related entries. I think those were all of them. So that's a theme. That's a pretty fun theme. Lots of lots of good stuff in here. Cross entries and down entries and shaded squares with a graphic representation and a rebus and lots of sort of involvement in the puzzle. So yeah, other interesting clues, the help wanted letters. We want, again, not someone looking for an employee, but someone looking for rescue. Here are SOS. Checks and balances here, we want less figurative in terms of accountability and more in terms of actual checks that one might write as a treasurer and balances that one might manage or maintain. What else? Yeah, uplit got me, I think, at the end there. I just didn't think of that particular term. You can certainly be backlit or frontlit or, I guess, downlit or uplit. And in this case, we want uplit. Dratton Dortmund ends up being just one of these language clues. We want the equivalent expression in German, which is ach. She eep is always crossword constructor is always looking for new ways to clue you. It's a very convenient 3-letter word there. So that's this one. That's a new one for me. Appointments that may lead to better contacts. Quite clever. We are made to think of networking, but in this case, no. They want contact lenses, which are so the appointments are eye exams. This did end up being a NOR gate, so that's good. Cartesian conclusion is slightly obscure there, but all we want is the concluding part of the statement by Descartes. I think therefore I am. Gets lost. Here we want something figurative. We don't want someone who loses their way, but someone who makes themselves scarce, leaves the premises, in this case scats. Smoke, perhaps. Smoke can mean a lot of different things, but in this case we want smoke as in to smoke meat, which is one way of curing meat. What may begin at the end is a great clue for the afterlife. At the end of one's life, the afterlife may begin. Lot calculation is a little bit misleading, I guess. What we want is the area of the lot. Alla Enya is a funny way of cluing new age. Yes, that is her genre, I suppose. C minor is tricky unless you have some music background. Key with 3 flats could be a couple of things, and one might not immediately go to this one. We have these paired clues, abandons as a project here, which is scraps. And then here, abandons as a project at 70 down. Abandons a project, not abandons as a project. Slangily, bags it. We had Rani in the puzzle, the flying Rani, which is a train in India, just a day or two ago, which means queen or princess. And now we have Jasmine's tiger companion in Aladdin, which is Raja, which means prince or king. This is Sun Ra. I'm trying to remember the name of the group with which this band leader is associated, and I cannot immediately, but I do remember learning about this. I'll put it in the video description. I'll have to look up the origins of Parcheesi. I actually don't even remember how to play it. I think it has something to do with stones, but I don't know. This one, a tenth, is a decimus, from which the word decimate comes from. I wasn't sure if they wanted the actual pure Latin one or the anglicized decimal. Bad spelling. We've had a couple of spell puns recently in the grid. In this case, we want an ill-willed spell cast at someone, which is a hex. And sort of quasi-theme related and certainly fun to cross with the Rossini entry is Georg Schulte here. The conductor. And bucket list item. Literally an item you might put on a list if you're going to use a bucket, I guess, as a mop. Anyway, so that is the puzzle for Sunday, May 31st by Jeffrey Martinovic and Evan Park. I hope you enjoyed this live. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. And if you want to know when I'm posting next, hit that subscribe button and you'll get those notifications. I'll also try and get today's puzzle for June 1st up later today. But this one first. Anyway, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time on Crosshatch Puzzles. Cheers.